I'm Jenna Witherspoon, and I have been going to Northgate for around a year and a half. I came here from Texas, pretty broken. I had just had a baby a couple years before that and was going through a lot of postpartum depression. So before we made the decision to move to Benicia, I researched a lot of different churches to see where I might fit in, because I was just a little heartbroken about leaving this really great church that I had found in Texas, but I knew I needed a church family. And in my online research, I came across Northgate. When I moved here, I had asked my cousin who lived here before me what church she went to, and she said she went to Northgate. So I was like, this is perfect, it was meant to be. And shortly after I got here and I saw the stories and testimonies about Rooted, I decided that I was going to sign up for that spring class. And so I started it in April, and my first initial reaction was, this is not for me. I was a little put off by the fact that I was in a women's only group, and I thought I kind of wanted to just have a little bit more of a mixed group of people. And I fought Rooted really hard. I had came here for healing with help with the kids and my depression. And with Rooted, every week it was like, I'm not gonna go. I would tell my family, this is just too hard, this is just too invasive, this is just too deep. And I'm already so broken, and I'm so scared that other people are gonna see how broken I am and judge me for that and lose my church family essentially, or not gain one out of fear. And I struggled through, and I did my homework, and I didn't realize that I had found the healing that I was looking for until I walked across the stage with my cardboard testimony, and it was night and day. I can't explain how much that healing took place without me even knowing that God was speaking to me and working through me without me even being aware of it, that He was bringing people into my life that were free to love me how I was, that I could relate to everyone else in my Rooted group because there were similar stories. And I really became a part of the Northgate family when Pastor Ken had a sermon, and he said, you don't just want to be a spectator, you want to participate. So not just go to church, but get churched. And Alyssa's like, come, join Dig. And I'm like, kids are scary. I'm like, I got two, but... And I just fell in love, and I couldn't imagine not ever serving in a children's ministry. Being able to love on other people's children and see just how pure Jesus is in kids that are just so innocent without even trying or realizing it has just been an awesome experience. And so when my husband told me about this chance to go back to Texas and plant roots, I fought that too. I thought, hey, I finally come home. I'm back in California. I have an awesome church family. I'm serving. I'm in groups. I've got friends. I'm established, and I had been looking for that my entire life. I had moved so much as a child between my mother and my father that I just wanted to plant some roots. Really having to let go and surrender to God was so hard to do. And now we've been planning this move for months. And I have to say, I started Rooted again, knowing that I probably couldn't finish it the whole 11 weeks. And once again, the spiritual warfare is real, and I fought every bit of going to Rooted again. Even knowing how great I was gonna feel in the end or through the process, or how many great people I was gonna meet, it was still but I'm not gonna be able to finish, and I'm not gonna be able to give my cardboard testimony. And none of that made a difference, because I needed to hear everyone's story, and they needed to hear mine. This is just geography. I can go back to Texas. God is everywhere. Church is anywhere that I choose to be. And so that got me excited, because now I'm thinking, there might be someone in San Antonio that needs to hear my story. There might be someone in San Antonio that I need to hear their story. And just to continue to stretch and grow in God, which is really hard and really uncomfortable. But throughout this year and a half of being here, I have learned forgiveness. I have learned grace. And it was not easy, and it was ugly, and I was broken, and I was shattered. Somehow He just still managed to just take control and just push me to limits and out of my comfort zone that I never thought that I would be able to do, especially anything like discipleship or telling my story or not worrying about being judged. I have never felt the amount of love that I felt at Northgate, and I feel compelled now to take what I have received here and take what I've gone through, the good, the bad, all of it, and just bring that into someone else's life and watch God work in that. And then that to me is really exciting.